Hey, what's up? The Brew Dude is back here with a second installment of the Old Duels beers. So we have the Old Duels Amber non-alcoholic beer. The reason I ventured into this adventure, I don't know if that made sense, but was because I always see people drink Old Duels and it's a non-alcoholic brew, they call it, right? A beer. It's fermented just like a beer. Everything's just like a beer, but for some reason, at the end, you're only left with about 0.5% ABV. I found from the first one that I did, and I'll put the link of the video, just the traditional lager, was that while I did have a flavor of some type of malted beverage, if you've had other non-alcoholic malted beverages, it doesn't necessarily give you the feeling that you're drinking beer, but it does give you that taste and essence of what a beer would taste like. But for me, didn't satisfy that craving of a beer. So I went out and I got the amber one to see maybe this one does, right? It's rich and flavorful. Well, I did find out it's a twist off, so I can just twist it off. This is the amber version. It has definitely more of an amber beer smell. And what is an amber beer smell? Think of dried prunes, raisins, something like that. Something like that type of fruit, right? It has it. Very light though. The color is great. What I found though, that the carbonation was different in these. Now this one, the carbonation is different from even the lager. The lager, if you notice, right above here, you don't see bubbles just popping in like a soda, right? Pour Sprite really vigorously in a cup, you're gonna see the bubbles just popping. This one didn't. The premium lager did, but this one, there's a lot of bubbles coming in. And if you can see what I'm talking about, you'll see that there's a lot of bubbles. But the head is thick and creamy, like a beer. The smell is arguably a beer, almost like a Dos Equis, that amber, which was completely disappointing. I have a video of that too. I'll try to put the link right up so you can see it. But it's like a light beer, very light amber Dos Equis or something. But the head is nice and creamy. Look at that. Let's taste it. The color, actually, let's go with the color. It's nice, amber, clear, very, very filtered, which probably gonna have less flavor. Let's go for it. This one starts off carbonated, starts off slightly sweet, just a little bit, but not in a candy way, but in a malty way. You know, it gets sticky a little bit. Mid-range, you're getting the grain as you would get in a regular beer, but it ends kind of funky. It almost has a metallic taste to it, right? Like I said, it almost has a metallic kind of taste to it, where the alcohol would be. It almost gives you like a kind of like a Newcastle beer, but it's very light, very watery. Once again, not necessarily reminding me of a beer or that beer experience, but it can be a gateway to a person that would like to try beer, but they're not necessarily committed. They want to see if they like the flavor. You can give them something like this. I think I got the bottle for $1 at Total Wine. And if they like this flavor, it would be something for them to jump towards the next. Maybe they'll try a lager now with a little low ABV. But it's not bad. Do I see myself kind of in the bar, sitting with my buddies and everything, sipping one of these? Probably not. I feel like I would feel like bad as my friends are drinking beer and they're going into this buzz stage. I'm over here secretly, like, it's almost like if I'm committing a crime. Like, I'm not drinking, I'm spying on them, right? They're getting a little tipsy. I'm over here pretending to drink a beer and stay a little sober. That's kind of how it feels like it would feel if I'm drinking this. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. It's just like a malted beverage. Soda, malted soda. Out of this one or just the regular lager, which one I would prefer? I actually prefer the regular lager. Like I said, I feel like this one has a little weird metallic taste at the end. And I think it comes from the off balance, right? It's not bitter. I don't get any super bitterness. And there's no alcohol to like balance everything. And it's very watery. I feel like it's just a watered down roasted grain that I'm tasting. It kind of gives you a metallic taste. It's not bad. It's not bad. If you feel that, you don't want to venture into the beers, yeah, I mean, into the alcohols and all that, go ahead, yeah, try this stuff. It'll probably satisfy you. It didn't me necessarily, but even when I am drinking beer, I'm not drinking 6, 7, 8, or 9 of them. I usually drink 1 or 2, and I'm pretty much satisfied. So this here kind of didn't reach that, right? Pretty good though. If you get it, that's fine. Share it with your friends. See what they think. Maybe they go straight on this and say, you know what, I don't need to drink beer. I can just drink some old DOULs. Fine with that. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and liking. And with that said, the Brew Dude is out.